Hey, this is Safid Deen, and this is your FSU post-game chopping block report. Florida State took care of business in a 52-8 win over Charleston Southern. But I think the big news out of this game was an injury to Derwin James in the third quarter. FSU was up at least 30 points, almost 40, and Derwin James just gave a nice little shoulder bump to a player on the sideline, planted his left knee, and he came up limping. He limped over to the sideline and was carted back to the locker room. Jimbo Fisher really didn't have an update after the game, but I'm pretty sure James is going to take an MRI, and his status for next week's game against Louisville is going to be in question for next week. Lamar Jackson's one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the country. He almost became the first player ever to have 400 passing yards and 200 rushing yards in a game against Syracuse on Friday night. He was 1 yard short. Florida State's defense is definitely going to have, a tough talent trying to contain him. On this field last year, they sacked him 5 times in a win. So they have some experience seeing him on the field, but next week is going to be a different story. Louisville's offense is a lot more improved. And you can say the same thing for Florida State's. DeAndre Francois threw for 3 touchdowns today. Had a good game in a second overall game, first debut here in Doak Campbell Stadium. Dalvin Cook had 2 rushing touchdowns, and Jimbo Fisher said it was nice to see Dalvin Cook, score and kind of reminiscent of how he played last season. But again, with Derwin James' injury, the Seminoles do have a big challenge, and it got even steeper, going into next week.